Today is October 25th, 2024. If you are a home buyer and you are still in the market for a home, you've been looking for a home, you've been frustrated, not finding what you're looking for, don't love the interest rates, don't love the prices, here's what I want to tell you. Do not give up hope. The next few months, in my opinion, and I'll show you why, are going to be the best opportunity to buy in probably the last 5 years. It starts with always for me, because I've been in the market for 18 years. I've sold over 1,000 homes. I've been a broker owner. I've managed thousands and thousands of transactions. I've helped agents and buyers achieve success in every single market. I've seen 4 different elections. I know what happens during the winter months. I know what happens during elections. Those election months, November, December, January, just following an election, always tend to be the best time to buy. Now, sometimes those markets that come around elections are buyers markets, and sometimes they're sellers markets. We've been in a seller's market for many years, but things are changing as we speak. Does it mean you're going to get the price you absolutely hope to get? That was probably the price 3 years ago. Probably not. However, there's going to be a little bit of a slowness to the market over the next few months that you can take advantage of. So if you're thinking about buying a home, you've probably connected with me or one of my team members through that'smytown.com and the Lux Group, which is my team that I've been operating for 18 years. We are in the business of helping people find homes, whether those are on MLS, off MLS. We will hunt under every single rock possible to find you a home. In the last month, we closed 2 buyers on off MLS leads. These are opportunities where sellers want to sell. They just weren't ready to put it on the market, or they had specific needs. One of my sellers didn't want her adult son knowing that she was going to be selling the house, so we sold it privately and secretly. Buyer was super happy, seller was super happy. But here's what I want to tell you about the market. And you'll see it in the news soon. It's already showing up in articles. As a country, we are down almost 4 million home sales this year, which is going to be a record low by the end of the year, dating back to 1995. Crazy drop in home sales. But for most of you, you're going to be watching this, you're in New England. So I always take national data and I want to back it up with local data. What is the local data telling me? Because oftentimes we feel something very different in Massachusetts than other states do. One thing I know for sure, and I've seen it in all the articles, it's been clear as day. Massachusetts is a desirable state. It's unfortunately a very expensive state to live in, but people are desiring to live here. And I'll tell you what, I know this personally, many people that thought they were going to retire, move out of Massachusetts, move to the Carolinas, move to Florida, move to Arizona, are moving back. I have 2 clients right now personally who are moving back to the area. One from Arizona, one from Florida. They're just tired of the hurricanes or they're tired of the heat. Massachusetts winters aren't as bad as they used to be. So they're looking at moving back. So our state is going to continue to be in demand across the state. And that really extends from Eastern Mass to Central Mass to Western Mass. Obviously, Western Mass is the most affordable still. However, it's growing as a trend across the state as far as appreciation goes. So what does the local atmosphere look like? So as you can see in this article, if you look it up, it's on wolfstreet.com. The home sales are dropping, inventory is rising. What is going on in Massachusetts? The first thing I looked at when I wanted to see what was going on in Massachusetts for my consumers that are looking to buy in the next few months was, what does inventory look like? So as of today versus as of the same date last year, our inventory was 4,700 last year, 5,900 this year. That's over 20% increase in listing inventory on the market that's not under agreement or sold. That is a huge jump. It's only a huge jump that's really happened in the last several months. And I can adjust my parameters on this and run the report again and see what it looked like versus 6 months ago. And you'll see it's been increasing quite a bit over the last 6 months. So what's happening? The rates have slowed people down from buying. Some buyers are kind of tired of the pricing. Sellers have been pushing the market for years. And I think a little bit, buyers are kind of fed up with it and they've reached their limit and they're just telling sellers no. So as we can see, as of 6 months ago, it's over 40% increase. And that's kind of typical of the time of year. April's really not a great time frame. It's usually the lowest inventory of the year. So let's look at 3 months ago. What are the numbers versus 3 months ago? So 3 months ago would have been June. That would have been kind of the spring housing market versus the fall housing market. How does that look? Let's take a look at that for a real second, because I want you guys to see that I don't make this stuff up. When I'm providing forecasts for my consumers and my team members and all the agents that I coach, I'm looking at real data. I want to know what the data is, because it's always about supply and demand. We had 5,100 homes in the market 3 months ago on July 25th. Today we have 5,900. So that's an 800, that's over 15% increase just in the last 3 months. I think that trend will continue into the winter. So we will see even more inventory during the winter months for people that typically, if they're listing in the winter, have a pretty strong need to sell. You're also going to start seeing properties that sit on the market a little longer. I love these for my buyers, because I always tell my buyers, if you want a decent price and you want a good opportunity, if a house is on the market 30 to 45 days, let's make an offer then before they reduce the price. Don't wait for them to reduce the price. Get in, make your offer before they reduce the price, beat everybody to the market, because most buyers just wait for that price reduction to make an offer. I like to try to beat it just before they're going to lower the price. That gives us the best chance of negotiation. What this also brings up for an opportunity is the opportunity to do things like buy downs. We can do a 2-1 buy down where you're buying down the interest rate for 2%. So you could get into a home for, let's say 4%, 4.8% for the first year, 5.8 for the second year. It would go up to the standard today's rate of 6.8, 6.7, or what I'm hearing right now. The third year, however, if the rates come down anytime in that time period, if you're working with the right lender, they will refinance you at low to no cost to get you into that permanent lower rate. So if you've been just waiting for the rates to be amazing, maybe not wait, but use some other strategies to get the rate you need right now to be that in that monthly payment that you can afford, and refinance later using that 2-1 buy down option. We need to use a seller closing cost credit to do that. So in a competitive situation, sometimes that's not possible, but when a property's been on the market a few weeks and you're making offers, very possible to get a buy down into your offer, and the seller pays for that. All that money set aside. If you refinance in a year, any of the money left over from that escrow account for the buy down goes back to you or gets paid down on the mortgage. So it's your money, not the seller's money, which is great. So let's look at some other stats, because I want to show you how is this affecting. You saw the article said across the country, we're down 4 million sales, which is like 13%. It's a lot. It's a huge number of the drop of number of sales, but how is that affecting Massachusetts? Let's take a look at that, because that inventory is one thing, sales are another thing, and where is the average price? Where's that going? We want to look at all those things when we're kind of looking at the market and saying, what is the opportunity? Is the opportunity better now than it was 3 months ago? Because I want consumers to be aware of where we are in the market. I can tell you lenders have had a drop in new mortgage applications. So a significant drop in the last few weeks. So it's the buyers that are been battling in the market, that are still in the market, like maybe you, that can really take advantage of the next 3 months. There's not going to be new buyers flooding in the market and trying to beat you because they've got more desperation than you. So to me, stay in the market. We can start looking for off MLS opportunities. If you want to contact us or reply to if you got this via text, you can reply through the text. If you saw this on social media or YouTube, you can just call me anytime, or just send us a message or make a comment, and we'd be happy to chat with you. You can go to our website, also liveyourluxlife.com, liveyourluxlife.com, and search for homes and make an inquiry through there as well. Let's take a look at single family homes across Massachusetts, and what are the numbers telling us? This is directly out of MLS. So the number of listings on market, let's look at that. Listings, they are up 10% for single families. Listing number of units on the market, this is new listings versus existing. So just meaning how many new listings came in the market, how many kind of total are on the market from being some leftovers. We are up 25% for the year, 25% in total inventory this year versus last year for single families. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Now, what is that doing to the sale price? So if we, and the number of closed units. So as you can see, year to date, 2023 versus 2024, we're actually up almost 2.25%, just a little over 2.25%. So Number of sales in Massachusetts are still holding pretty strong, but I think that trend will go down a little bit as the year goes on, especially since the inventory is rising. So I'm not sure the numbers will end up the same. I think we might see a slight decline in the number of sales in Massachusetts by the end of the year. Not certainly as bad as other states. However, it's a trend that favors the buyer. It really does. I don't think it means a major price reduction unless we saw inventory triple, which I don't see it. I don't think there's that many people in financial trouble, and there's just not a lot of people moving out of the state. We're also not building a lot. So the inventory is not going to go crazy. I think the inventory level right now is going to go up a little bit, and it's going to be a great opportunity for the buyers in the next few months before everybody comes back out in the spring market, because you know it's going to happen. It happens every year. So I think the opportunity is the next 6 months. What is it doing to the average sale price in the last year? We're actually up almost on single families, almost 7%. This is largely indicative to the first half of the year when inventory was low and buyers have been just kind of going crazy after each other. I think that's going to come down a little bit over the next couple of months as we end this year. Maybe 4.5% to 5%, I think, is probably possibly where it'll end up. Maybe there won't be enough sales to really affect this number. But if you looked at just the last quarter, I think versus the last quarter last year, I think we're going to see a slight price decline. Massachusetts, still very desirable, most places across the state. If it comes to affordability, the question becomes a lot, how far west am I willing to go? Or depending on where I work, if you work from home, the further west you can go, the better off you're going to be for pricing. Some of our buyers are really taking a smart move if they're first-time home buyers, or they just want to get into the owning game. Buying a multi, great opportunity. We just closed with a buyer the other day, bought a 3-family. He's going to collect enough rent to net about $500 a month on his net pay-in on his mortgage. The tenants are paying the other 2 units, paying the rest. He's going to save his money that he was planning on spending about $2,500 a month on a house. Now he's only spending $500 a month. He'll be saving almost $25,000, $30,000. Add in the tax benefits because he's going to pay probably about $37,000 to $40,000 in interest in the first year. That's going to save him another $5,000 to $8,000 on his taxes. That's huge savings. Now come in 2 to 3 years, he can take his money, buy a single family, buy another multifamily, whatever he decides, and he'll have that asset still in that multifamily. So some people are making the decision to buy a multifamily, which is a smart move if you just feel like you're strapping yourself with that single family. So if you want any advice on, or just bounce your thoughts and your goals off one of us at the Lux Group and that'smytown.com, I encourage you to do so. I make sure that all the consumers that come in through our system are aligned with smart, savvy, experienced agents who can guide you on making smart decisions for you. And I'm always there to help them if they run into a situation where they don't know how to handle it or what advice to give. I'm always willing to jump on a phone call with any of our consumers to kind of chat about their goals and give them some thoughts. But we listen more than we talk. We want to hear about you and what's important to you. It doesn't matter what's important to us or what we have for knowledge or what we think could be good for you. It's about finding what's best for you and helping you make smart decisions with real estate. So if you're in the market still, we encourage you to reach out to us. I know you've probably gotten some messages from us. You're not sure who we are. We are real people. We are right here in Massachusetts. We service all of New England, Mass, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. And we've been doing this for a long time. We've helped thousands of consumers make smart decisions, and we'd love to help you too. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next video.